can't handle none of this. I want to hurt myself. Lost some in the big night. Just a touch of your skin, creeping in the background, blowing on the wind. I'll sleep until morning through a crack inside.
Uh-oh, do I need to... Nope. Okay. Where do my sound settings? Uh, Hello, welcome back. Heaven's Vault. We're in space. This stuff is happening, or has happened. Hmm. Yep. I look forward to getting portions of the stream muted again because the soundtrack is on Spotify. I think is what we is the guess now. Where the fuck are we? Rin Tower. Oh, this is the library. Right, we finally made it to the library that we've been finding, hearing about for a long time, and we have a key that may go here. Okay. Apparently, this is the boundary of where we can go. I don't understand what the difference between these two materials is. Like, obviously, I see there's a boundary. Uh, Feet. Just like the one on Elbreth. I mean, there's inscriptions or statues on lots of places, but yes, the one in Elbreth also has just feet. Temples of wind. Ooh. Well, okay. Wasn't what I was. I don't think that's correct. Yeah. Okay. Yes. God of. Interesting. Oh, so we get okay. God of something. God of. So it's got a wind in it. It's like. None of these make sense, to be honest. Um. Go with ship, I guess. I really don't know. Not enough to go on. Wonder what happened to the rest of it. Perhaps they took it with them when they left. What? Why would they leave? Yes, why would they leave the feet behind? Alia, archaeologist, please explain your thinking there. Said it was a lighthouse. Did it? Also, why? Okay, there we go. That's tall enough, but is it stable? It's ancient tower, yeah. Stuff has stayed up there for a long time. How was it built? Foundations must go deep into the ground as the tower rises. Is that how it works? What if they just had good building principles? I don't know. Mistress? Let's just stay quiet, because this is the place where we said not to talk, I believe. Maybe. Oh, okay. Well, didn't really want to go in yet. I was just trying to look around, but I guess this is about all we could get to. Uh, Concerned about these. I I don't think it was cold. I think it was the air wasn't very breathable. Yeah, she does. I think that's just like her I'm in danger pose. It's also used when it's windy. Uh, some kind of gemstone inlaid. It looks technological. I don't think this is correct. Hmm. Well, I guess let's just trigger a thing telling me it's incorrect. Oh. That's no, that's not correct. That's not correct. That's very funny. She, may plants grow? Seems like trees. Is this strong? Oh my god, you can think about it later. Okay, but your blood oxygen level is concerning me. Keep me informed. Yeah, let me see the fucking book. Stop talking to yourself. Let me see the goddamn book. Oh boy. Well, it's chained shut as well? Okay. We need to examine all this shit. Hmm. Don't think this is correct, but again, it's just easier to like this is this kind of design problem is it's easier to just shove everything in and force it to remove stuff for me. Although in this case I think it's okay. Yeah, I think she's gonna not do it. Okay, we need to get everything here. There's a God no, there's something else. There was like sand. What was the sand? Oh my god, come on. Okay, well, We really don't have any more than this? Okay, well, we don't have enough for that. Yeah, I mean, I know, I saw it does, but, like... Okay, come on. Come on, let's go pick up the book. Or try to. I don't know that we're gonna actually... I don't think we're gonna be able to pick it up. There we go. We didn't find anything for that key. I hope it lets us go back there. Like, we should be able to just go back down, but I'm worried that it won't let us. I don't know, I feel like I missed something. Yep. Fuck off. You're not in charge here. What, not even, what the fuck, Six? Fuck you! I don't know why we couldn't just go back there. So, Mistress. Oh, what did happen to 4? Thought we said we weren't going to talk about it. 4 fell in a canyon. Well, that seems careless. Oh, boy. It was necessary at the time. 3 to 5 didn't take that long, really. Something of a blur. This is not comforting. Ship near Elbreth must have been carrying crystals from the crater site, which proves it was some kind of dock. But why build such a large dock for such a small mine? One big ship could have cleared it out. We can infer they were distributing crystals to multiple ships. I don't really understand why we can't just go back to the library with some tools and grab that fucking book. Like, we just go straight for it. This is her, right? Did we? Did we bring her a book? Well, I don't know if she should go to IOX, but IOX isn't heaven, you know. The people there aren't perfect. They seem to be colonizers, yes. I'm from Elbreth. Elbreth isn't very nice, I'm told. Unlucky places never are. No, I suppose not. You said you're from Elbreth. You must have done something terrible before. Maybe I sailed. Old Nebula was founded by sailors. It's still served by them. Really aren't scared at all, are you? You're not worried about your soul at all? I don't think Alia believes in souls. We're all just creatures. Good faith to you. I'm glad you found my library. Okay, well, have a good time, I guess. Any sign of ruins on this moon? No, mistress. This moon appears well inhabited. Nothing here is old. Wait. Oh. Please wait. Mina? Take me with you to... Oh. Are you sure? What good can I do? My soul stuck here. I might not be able to bring you back. I think we can bring her back, but you have friends on Iox, don't you? Well, there's my boss. God damn it, are we actually gonna go back into Iox to help this girl? It'll be enough to get me started. Then let's go now, before I change my mind. Okay. Let's see if we can get back to Iox and not talk to Mayari. That she didn't? Did they just not do the effect for her? This is your ship? Welcome to the Nightingale. And you live here? You're sitting on my bed. It's a hammock. Can't imagine how you stay in it. Perhaps your servo holds you down. Is it far, Diox? Not far. I think it's actually kind of far, but I do like these, you promise it won't hurt me? I like when you transport people. You'll be fine. You might even enjoy it. You must think I'm very childish. I'll try to stop fretting. Everyone has a first time. You should enjoy it if you can. Slip the painter. The what? Okay, to see the library and meet Huang. So, theoretically, it says we don't need to go talk to Mayari. According to that. It's incredible. Okay, this looks much shorter. To go right? Oh god, no, which way is this? Left? Left. As it loops over. It's so big. I like that we're going on technically uncharted routes with her. What are the clouds made of? Water. Air and water. Same as the rivers. I can see why people are afraid of this. It's too big, too open. You could look into the distance and lose yourself. You get used to it. Oh, it still did the shoot forward thing. I could never get used to this. I don't know if I can trust you. What? My father would kill you if he knew I was here. Well, he's not gonna get a chance. Do you know every river? No. No one does. There could be anything out there. Hi, Elfak. Why are they saying the lyrics from Colors of the Wind? There are unknown rivers to the right? Oh, okay. Let's see here. We want to go left, I think, based on this. We should explore? Well, it's exploring either way, technically. I just to get Mina home. Oh my goodness. I can feel my soul being torn from my body. Mina's upset. Oh my, well. I'm sorry, Alia. I was clinging onto your arm. Oh. We're not through it yet. Do you ever get used to this? Yeah. Do you ever get used to those? Just keep asking. Wow, look at that green. So how far does it go? The sky. It goes forever. I don't know. The rivers flow for about a day from one wash to the other. But beyond that, who knows? Seems more like a gutter. not telling the professor what happened to Renma if we can help it. We're just dropping Mina off with our quote-unquote friend. How's your soul doing? Please don't tease me. Aww, I have no idea. It seems so empty and so old. It's like a cupboard. Quite a big cupboard. I suppose so. I don't know what I expected. Open grassland, maybe? Not shop fronts. These aren't shops. But what else could they be? She's from a market planet and she cannot imagine something that's not a shop. Alia! And you have a friend? Hello, Huang. Huang, this is Mina. She likes books. Alia said you had a library here. Oh, and this is only the surface of what we have. What sort of books do you like? Mina? I can't read, but I like books. I like the pictures. Oh no. I like the way they're made. Oh, let me show you something, Mina. The Annals of Mos Eisley. God damn it, Huang. Are you going to teach her to read? Everyone should learn to read, Alia. Didn't Mayari teach you? Oh, I taught myself. Don't listen to her, Mina. No one teaches themselves to read. Should we talk to Huang while we're here? Probably not. I'll look on you later, Mina. Thank you, Alia. Alright, time to leave. Time to leave this moon. Fuck yeah. Do you suppose they will enjoy each other's company, mistress? She's going to break Huang's heart! For a while, at least. They really do both like books. Perhaps we should return to the ship now, mistress. Yes, yes, we should. Let's get out of here. Bye. Nailed it. Still, there she is up in the, her head peering out the window. Honestly, best possible scenario. We should tell the Iox, tell Mayari what we've seen. I'm sure she wants to see the crown. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, no. Do you guys not have game audio? Well, why didn't anyone tell me that? I don't know. I thought it did, and I guess I didn't notice. It just happened now. Oh, weird. Well, there's game audio now. Hi, Fiona. How's it going? Just listening to me read out the game. Well, that's fair. Where are we going? What doll do we have to look at? Yeah, I mean the main thing is music. There's just a lot of music generally. Want to get a Chromecast so I can watch Twitch on my TV. Yeah, just get something. There's a lot of. It should be, I feel like, pretty cheap things that let you do Twitch. Okay, where else do we need to go? So we can go to Elbreth. Wait, why did it? Okay, let's take the river. There is a little bit of voiceover sometimes. Sometimes Alia's lines actually get read. Usually the ones that appear on the bottom of the screen. Those will sometimes get read. Oh, I see. It didn't actually. Okay, weird. I don't know why this is orange. So we are getting close to running out of, like, sites. Which is a problem. I know that theoretically, I think we can probably go to what's his face, the merchant, the trader on Elbereth, and get more artifacts that way. Uh, but we have to trade him stuff, which doesn't seem to matter, but I don't like doing it. without any other leads. Unless we talked. I think we could get more leads if we talked to the trader, but like I said, we're not going to see Mayari. Did we get anything new here? Alright, let's go. Prepare the chalks. I don't know what that means. I feel like Six is just making stuff up when we launch. He just says stuff. Huh. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, that really doesn't matter. See, now you get this relaxing music. And the water sound effects. Very important. Big river here. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Okay, good night, Fiona. Just get on your PS4. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh no, I missed that. I was looking at chat. Weaker flu. Oh yeah. Ancient ruin times. Covered a metal incense burner decorated with the image of the ship. An image of a ship. Alright, let's try and translate something successfully. I guess we translated some stuff earlier, but also we were a real hard time with some stuff. Darkness. Let's not give. Yeah. Huh. Provide. Send, I guess. Okay, let's go to this one. Should take this to Tappy on Elbrath. Oh, I see, because you give him something and then he'll, like, see if he has anything from the same site. I got it. I see. That makes sense. Perhaps there was a telescope device in the stand on the roof of the ruin near Mercer. Perhaps Janaki took it. Isn't that our... Yeah, isn't that been what we've been assuming the whole time? Might imply our telescope contains extractable data. Fair. Well, we were trying to, like, do something with it. What was that? I see something. Yes. A shipwreck. Earliest stage of the nebula. Found a piece of a glass jar carved with a doorway design. The maker didn't include an inscription. A trail in the water. What does that mean? Whoa. Oh. I was just fascinated by all this, like, weird red stuff. Minor flow. Looks like we want to go left. Alright. Yeah. Is it not? No, it is. Just what he always says. Let's see here. Oh, the river looks really weird here. more cloudy than usual, even on the weak rivers. This is an extremely ancient. This is the extremely ancient site that we're navigating. We're trying to get towards. It's the earliest point. Wondering if, because we got a lot of stuff about, you know, the loop is the dominant sort of religious belief. This sort of basically the universe is cyclical. Everything happens over and over. Wow. Wow. Hmm. Like, clearly this is not correct, but I, again, just want to force it, I guess. If I can. I don't know if I can, actually. I don't think I have the right things. Okay. I don't think it's between. Hmm. Well, it's very annoying. Try and... Okay, there we can force it. That translation is clearly incorrect. Yes, thank you. I'm aware. Okay, interesting. Ah, there we go. We got it. Okay. One. Day, maybe? One day sun will... So part of this is between, although between doesn't show up here as a related word. I'm really confused by how it decides on what's a related word. This is probably illuminate? I mean, what are the other options? Read? Sever? That's interesting. It's not die. I mean, shine is, I guess, the one that would make sense, but, like, return? What if it's return? Let's go with return. What does the sun mean? Is there a sun? Okay, I guess I gotta get back into it before I can go to these. Like, is there a sun in the nebula? I'm not actually sure where their light comes from. I think they've mentioned like, sun god. Robot I met on the hideout Moon 6. It said something strange, yeah, it said a lot of strange things. Yes, mistress? It said a great darkness was coming. What did it mean? I don't know. What do you think? What? Why did that disappear? What the fuck? Okay, so that was like right here. Please go away, screen. I didn't think it was disappearing before I found the goddamn site. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Ay, ay, ay. Mr. Renma did not lose his life out there without some cause. Well, he seemed to lose his life because his ship exploded. Now, I don't think we know why, but, or have any ideas why, but, an unexplored river, yeah. Sometimes the game just says run what red. Yeah, it does that. It's done that a lot to me, and it annoys me. I thought it had mostly done it after I'd found the actual site. It seemed like if I explored them beforehand, it would be okay. But after the site, it doesn't like me going to look at them, and I'm like, but I want to read all the inscriptions and get all the lore. But now it's just getting rid of them when I haven't found the site yet. Man, a lot of rocks here. I don't know that, I enjoy the selling in this game. There's maybe, an over much of it. Although I think that's probably just because I'm going to all the ruins and stuff. But, I don't know that it seems weird to, it feels like it's trying to, like, make it more complicated or more difficult, maybe, from, throwing a bunch of rocks in there. I mean, it's not difficult, because there's no difficulty, like, there's no health or anything. But, I don't know. It seems like it's trying to do something. Fucking. By putting more rocks in it, and it's like, that's not interesting. It's just kind of annoying. I'm very curious. I want to look up after I finish this if there's any easy. If somebody's written something, it's kind of an explanation of how the mechanics work, like how it, because it's definitely like, because like I have gone back to where ruins were supposed to be, like without actually, trying to navigate to them, because then they disappear, but trying to go to them, and then like there are just branches of rivers that are on the map but are just not there in space when you navigate there. Um, which I assume is because like they've been basically turned off because you've done that location already. But it's really that strikes me as very odd. Um, so yeah, I'm curious about, and like I assume that there's kind of a list of artifacts for each site, like from these minor ruins, that are kind of, I don't know if they're randomized. I don't know. I'm just curious how all that stuff works. Uh, so I hope I can look that up after I finish. Oh, this was it. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a lot of randomness going on. It's the oldest site I've found. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Artifacts and texts are random. Interesting. I'm
We
curious.
made our way
Well, I'll
between
wait and talk.
ancient clustered trees. The air seemed to hang from their branches, dank and heavy, like wet cloth.
This is remarkable, mistress. This place is thriving. The text you get on places and major items, Mayor sees well, etc. are kind of fixed. Simple on the first playthrough, and on the New Game Plus, much longer versions of the same text. There's a New Game Plus with longer versions? Oh my god. That's... Okay, because I was gonna ask, one of the things I was curious about was uh what made you want to replay the game. If it was because not in a way that like I couldn't see it, because I think this is a very there's lots of reasons to replay games, I guess. You want to just experience the story again, you want to experience certain mechanical things again, or there's actual like changes, that divergences. But I'm assuming in this game there isn't a whole lot of divergence or change that can happen. Keep your entire dictionary on New Game Plus and replayed it because there are so many mysteries. So is there stuff like you couldn't figure out on the first playthrough that you figured out on your further ones? That's really cool. Yeah, I really like the idea of a New Game Plus with more translation, like longer translations with your full dictionary. Curved marks, grooves, overlapping like the scales on the snake. I don't think that's natural. Tracks. Some kind of enormous stone grinding creature. And the blade of whatever tool dug this canyon. Although I cannot think of anything capable of carving on this scale. Stuff I didn't learn until I watched at least 10 playthroughs, which is ridiculous. Wow. You think this canyon was dug? Naturally. Entropy creates plains, mistress, not winding channels. Okay, but there are natural canyons. Water cannot carve a canyon. What? 6. I don't think you know anything about geography? I'm not sure what that falls under. I tried 5 times to get Mina to go to IOX. Oh, wow. I guess huh. I don't know what I did. I mean, I guess I'm definitely missing some story stuff because I'm not talking to my Ari. uh, how am I gonna get around here? Huh. Okay, I guess it must be back down there. I missed some way forward. Oh, I don't know why I didn't. Okay, yeah, literally just go through here. I don't know what I missed. Why I didn't see that. Yeah, you come down here, 6. We're not the first to come this way. Look, something has been scratched into the rock. Well, I would hope we're not the first. This is broken off. Oh boy. Oh boy. alternatives. Water. All nebula? It's not shines. Hoppers? It's like wind or lift. I don't know that I don't know that I would really compare a hopper to lifting something like with the wind, but I mean sailcloths doesn't make sense either. Hoppers makes more sense. What's a water hopper? Is someone draining this moon? It's lush enough. Please, feasible theory, mistress. We know that long distance hoppers are possible. That's true. I mean, not just possible, they exist. There's something through the trees over there. A statue. Is it the water goddess? There must be a way through the trees. Well, yeah. We'll just walk, I think. Joined together with nails and screws, shaped, planed, riveted, lacquered. Part of a ship of some kind, maybe? Perhaps, mistress. Does not resemble any ship hull I've seen before. Must have been small. Too small to sail, surely. Cannot imagine a boat of that size catching the wind effectively. Would anyone trust themselves in such a ship?
I brushed away dirt and scraped away the moss.
Appears to be a moldering scrap of sailcloth. Looks like it dates from ancient times. Wait, what? Wait, what? Isn't this the ancient forest moon? The ancient forest moon of Endor? Ship. Well, it's not will not. Starts, probably. Okay, it was from the observatory. More symbols. On what? On more of the sailcloth? Sailcloth? Ugh. Water garden. Does that tell us what this place is? I don't think it does. Oh. You think that was the name of the ship? This seems like a water garden. Some discoloration, I would say the ship has been in the water. Interesting. That's why we came down. It's such a, like, working on a game like this, must be so hard in terms of, like, writing or designing the kind of narrative structure of stuff. Because of, we've talked about in previous streams how there's some things that were really obvious or felt really obvious to us that Alia was like very slow on the uptake on it, being like, could it be this? And we're like, yeah, we've been saying that for like hours. And why you have to do that? Because like, well, players, you know, you don't want Alia to be ahead of people.
The trees parted into a
Um,
clearing around a listing statue.
And yeah, sometimes, yeah, that they're making whoa. Sometimes Alia does make leaps, and you're like, I don't, not sure I follow. It's definitely her. Mercy was drenched in water. She must be a truly ancient deity. Yeah. Remarkable mistress. But I feel compelled to note that does not make her more real. You don't believe in God, 6, okay? I mean, it's a robot. They have a remarkably low probability, mistress. Every story has to start somewhere. That's, I mean, yeah, but not with a real person. I mean, the buried god was just an activated hopper. It wasn't like an intelligence. I mean, this is also one of the things, is that Alia does have a specific worldview that is not necessarily the player's worldview. And that comes through in some of her comments and stuff. Look at her podium. Yeah, look at this fucking thing. Couldn't be more different than the setting on Mercy. Although perhaps the shape of that one is made to match this. More like the ramps and panels in the old dock than anything else here. Is it some kind of mechanism? Yeah, I mean, it's clearly... Perhaps you're suggesting a rotate mistress so she could look around. Are they robots? I was thinking of the engineering. But if you were going to make a base that spins... If you were going to make a base that spins, perhaps it would look like this. Undoubtedly, mistress. After all, the goddess would no doubt tire of looking at the same tree. I feel like 6 is, Let's read the inscription. Then we can talk about how Aura would love this. Fractured piece from an even longer phrase. Goddess gives water. Oh, Nebula. That fits with the other inscription we found. This place must have been some kind of shared source. An aquifer. Alright, I would love this thing. She'd want to take it apart bolt by bolt. What is that? Is that a mechanism? Okay, we'll look at the shards of glass first. Shards of glass at her feet. And a hole going down into the mechanism. Whatever this was, it's filled with dirt. A lamp, perhaps? What? Oh, I see. Could be. It's certainly gloomy between all these trees. The glass, not the hole. How do you know the hole goes down into the mechanism? Like it's filled in. There's another disc on this side, but this one's intact. Reminds me of something we've seen before. If I can just remember what. I mean, it looks like the things you put the robots on, maybe? Strange thing. Glass is warm. Curious. Perhaps I could take a closer look, mistress. By all means. Oh, you could take a look. I've got it. It's a hopper. Oh, it's a hopper. This is what the card message we found earlier was about. The water hopper. Hopper of the water goddess. Firing off up to somewhere. Not only that, mistress, it is still working. It is radiating at this moment. Excuse me? Can I use this hopper? Go wherever it's going? It might go across the nebula itself. This hopper is directed at something underground, mistress, and even if you could make your way down there, the signal from this hopper, it points toward Iox. So the place is hoppering something to Iox. But what? Water! What do you think? I don't know if we should cover the hopper source. I feel like that might do something to, There's a third disc here. So only one of these hoppers is still intact. Where does this one point? I am unsure, mistress. Somewhere we do not find, perhaps. Haven't found that one yet. I'm curious if we, like, fucking just wreck Iox by covering this up. It'd be very funny. So this was a hopper too. Presumably so, mistress. Blocked now by dirt and forest detritus, but curiously angled. There's nothing in this direction. We are at the edge of the nebula already. Or not. Hopper's aimed at nowhere? This hopper source. It would appear to be pointing in a direction similar to that of Renba's telescopes. This hopper is pointing to something outside the nebula. Yup. How do we get there? To the site this place once fed. The site, if there is a site, is across a vast tract of dead space, mistress. Short of wishing a river into existence, I do not think we can get there. Okay, well, rather than wishing a river into existence, what if we make a river with a water hopper? Yeah, just clear some of that dirt away. I'm sure this will go fine. We did not clear dirt away. Is anything happening? Perhaps, mistress. A very faint flow upwards. Something may be in the sky. It needs more water. Okay, let's try and close this off. And mistress, surely we cannot be correct. The wellsprings cannot surely all be fed by other wellsprings. The water and air must originate somewhere. Some wellsprings must be primary, others secondary. Line of sight. As simple as that, then? Now the water on Iox is drying up? Not yet, mistress. There's still water in flow. But soon. I cannot wait to tell the professor about this action of yours, mistress! Wait. Mistress, you've broken something. What kind of something? I can't see properly. I'm detecting deep movement. Echoes from below. Oh, I'm not letting go. Let's see what happens. Water, mistress. Water is rising up through the ground, washing the soil away. Mistress, there is a hatch. Let's hold our nerve, Six. Already the hopper all the same. So this water, the hopper I'm holding hoppers water from underground. I knew this place was an aquifer. The hatch, mistress. I believe the water below is about to... Whoosh! Force it open, mistress. Something else is happening. I cannot tell what yet. Well, let's wait a little bit longer. There's more water down there. It's just gonna flood us. Can you see what's down there? The hatch is flooded, mistress. I assume there's water down there. Thanks, 6. Mistress, the water appears to have stopped rising, as the pressure below ground has dropped. And mistress, something is forming in the sky above us. A fucking river. So there's a new river above us. It would appear so. I'd like to activate the hopper now, mistress. Don't hassle me. Can you tell how much water there is down there? It's a wellspring, mistress. Water is unlimited. A river runs below us. There are 2 other lenses on this dais. 6. Does this moon transport water to multiple places? Is it a distribution point? It isn't when it's blocked, mistress. This place was built to create rivers from a wellspring below into the nebula. Rivers to Iox, elsewhere, but the rivers have been drying up, and the hopper's filling up with dirt. There must be a better way of blocking this thing, so I'm not stuck here like this. The water level is rising, mistress. It will soon force the issue. He said it stopped rising due to pressure. This thing isn't going to make my hand fall off, is it? Quite depends on how long you stand there. I need something I could cover the disc with. How about this wax tablet from the Withering Palace? Is that... Okay, I guess we can let go. Let's get back to the ship, 6, as fast as possible and see what we've managed to do. The water is receding once more, and our new river is receding as well. Iox will be breathing a sigh of relief once more. Something else has been uncovered, I think. Ah, I see. Can you remove the glass, 6? I don't think we should, but, you know. Well, I could smash it, but I do not think I could lift it free in one piece. Then leave it be. Don't want to break this thing and dry up Iox by mistake. As entertaining as that would be. Oh, what's this? A rock? No, we don't want to smash. I do not like to see you armed. Stones? No. Shells? But how did they get here? Ancient shells. Perhaps the ancients used shells for currency. Is that an absurd idea? Well, not absurd. I don't know if that's the first thing I would jump to. But any currency which can be grown is unlikely to work well. Oh, like paper. Can't believe 6 is a big fan of commodity money. Wait, what was this back here? Mushrooms growing down there. Mushrooms? 6, I'm happy for you. What? I saw something about a cloth. Where was that cloth? Oh, okay. What's this? Mud-soaked. A flag. Looks like there's a sewn phrase on it. Oh, boy. Dear God. I think I'm fucked. I don't know why. Okay. I feel like I have some of the more of these than it's giving me, but I mean, this is clearly incorrect now, but oh. Okay, actually. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, well, I guess let's force the thing again. Or try to. I don't know if we can this time. No. I feel like that's gotta be but. Just maybe not this. I think this would be... This seems like it would have to be correct. No, this seems like it's incorrect. Hmm. Okay, we can forget that. Yes, that is what? No, that's incorrect. God darn it. We got a bunch of these that are just like wrong. Look at the top part. Must have been a pole here once, marking the hatch, perhaps. Why can I not? Okay, there we go. Symbols inside the hatch, but it isn't ancient. It's some kind of diagram. Lines, nodes. I don't know what it is. A diagram of the moons fed by this place? Wires and cables for a machine? I can't make anything out. Just darkness. Alright, let's drain Iox. Temporarily. Mistress, I can feel the water rising rapidly. I implore you to remove the tablet. I cannot do it. But Iox will suffer. Iox will live. Do you think I should? Yes, mistress! Whether you hope to discover from this experiment, surely it will not be worth it. The new river is beginning to form once more. Yeah, I think it's gonna be worth it, 6. River's definitely taking shape once more. Great. I mean, if you could figure out a way to get this one to work, maybe that would be good enough and we wouldn't have to deprive Iox, but, you know. Also, maybe, you know, it's getting deep now. Water is warm. Okay. I'm not sure if there's anything else to do here. Can we just leave? Six. I got my feet wet. Yeah, let's get back. We gotta go explore our river. History is full of actions. Good, bad, lazy, smart. We're leaving. What? What was that line? I really wish the like the UI for the timeline and the translations UI and that stuff. I really wish it was just a little bit tighter, a little bit more usable. The water from below is just tangling around us, mistress. It is beginning to flow, following some kind of path. It is quite beautiful. You can see it, the path? There are lines of force through space, arcs, grooves in the surface of things. I can see them. The rivers trace their outlines as they flow. We've made a new river, mistress. Is this string theory? Or recreated a very old one? Where does it go? Into the distance beyond the nebula, to Renba's observatory. But there is no reason to assume there will be a way back. That's true. Perhaps we should turn back now. I fear, mistress. I fear it is too late. We are already moving. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh, boy. Ancient aquifer. Oh, but my unexplored ruin. Oh, there it goes. We still have like a lot of game left though, I think. Or a decent chunk. This feels very climatic, but the time estimate I think was still a little bit off. Where are we going? We are going far. We are going fast. Thanks, 6. This river really got moving in a hurry. Does it not track? Like, weird. It doesn't stay visible? I'm assuming this doesn't matter. In terms of, yeah, these are all the same branches. Perhaps that place was once entirely underwater. The shells we found lived on the ancient aquifer. That was more what I was thinking. Perhaps the boat we found was used to travel on the surface. Then someone harvested that water using hoppers. And that system is working ever since. Iox itself relies on it. Imagine building a machine that lasts, that keeps working without maintenance for like thousands of years. Well, over time, 2 of the discs failed and the water level built up. Enough to saturate the soil and allow the forest to grow. Oh boy. Beyond the nebula.
We had followed a strange and winding road through the loneliest reaches of space. And on the moon at the end of the path was
Is this it?
nothing.
It's a desert. Yeah. I was hoping for, I don't know. I was like, is this the beginning of the game? Because this game actually started with like a flash forward. I think this might be it. What do we do now?
But now, I didn't know if I could return.
We climb. Looks like something crashed here. Something big. I suppose we can walk over to that. It seems far away. The wreck there is further away than it appears, mistress. Please do not lose yourself in the open desert. Okay, okay, 6. So confused sometimes by how this targeting works. Perhaps this is an old road. If there's anything here, it's up there. But mistress, I'm not sure you will survive this climb. The climb, I'm fine. Your lungs, they've been getting worse. You have sheer lung, don't you? You always have had it. Wow. I don't know what sheer lung is. I live with it. I was born with it. Lots of Elberothians are. One thing my parents did pass on to me. But look around, 6. It doesn't matter out here what I've got. Mistress, you cannot simply ignore reality. I don't see any way to turn back. So we go forwards. I know that shape. Kibenya. I always said she was truly ancient. The people back on Mercy would not believe it. Perhaps this is her home. Whoops, I didn't reply. . I have no idea. Harvest? Sailor? Sailor, maybe. I mean, usually, no. Doesn't have the person word in it. Or the person glyph. I guess let's go with harvest. Oh, I literally am not allowed to go back. Okay. I wanted to see what was around the other way. But I guess this is it. Okay, this feels like it's very... Should lung be cured? Cured? Lungs are squashed into each other on the inside. Cut people open after they died. I've seen pictures of Huang's books. Can't fix the way you are. There's something here. A wooden hatch. Nothing like as fancy as the one in the forest. Filled in with sand. But still, I think it must have once been a well. Guarded by Quibenia. Only why would there be a well here? How? What was this place like before, I wonder? Farmland? Fields? Rice and pigs under the eyes of Quibenia? There was a river to this place once. There may be water here again soon enough. But look at this place, Six. It couldn't be more desolate. Many years have passed, mistress. Too many to be sure of anything. So if water comes in, I guess maybe we can eventually start a river back.
And then we began to climb.
I keep thinking that this is not the main
I
route.
fell silent, saving my breath. The robot purred along behind me. The wind offered little secrets and then snatched them away. But something was wrong.
Six? What? Six? I feel fine. The climb, it's easy. Perhaps I've grown stronger? Perhaps I've got this place that's made me well. Opposite is true, mistress. Seems there's something wrong with gravity here. Is there iolite here? No, mistress. But whatever field the iolite was storing, the field wraps around this place like a cocoon. Huh. Another shipwreck. It's ancient. As old as anything. The walls, mistress. They are inscribed in some detail. No symbols. Fragments of images in the rust. Etched with some kind of blunt blade. Carved in later, I think, than the metal was made, but worn down by the sand. Six, can you make anything of these etchings? I will take a look, mistress. Can you read it? Wait, mistress. Okay, I'm waiting. Kind of like that they use waiting as a mechanic repeatedly. Well... Bill. Hey, Bill. Try jumping. There's no jump button. Mistress, I believe I have some sense of it. Tell me a story, Six. Etching tells the tale of a group of gods who strode forward across a wide desert from a place of much water, bringing water. They caused the fields here to be fertile for a time. Strode? A god with feet? Perhaps, yes. A village rose up around the god to worship the god. The god demanded tribute. I cannot tell you how often. A tribute of people. And then the god was killed. Killed? You're sure about that? No. That is the inference. But it is only a pictogram. And the god is above us, mistress. I think this mountain holds the god's tomb. Then let's go bother a god. So, I guess, yeah, all the other statues of gods don't have feet. Just the ones that got knocked down. So that was like... Is it the robot god? No, there was a rebellion against the robots. So I guess this is pre-Steel Empire. They were demanding tribute of people. Interesting. Interesting. I was thinking about Timur. Timur wanted me to take over from him, doing whatever it is he does in Elbreth. Would you want to? Why would I? I don't even live on Elbreth. Anyway, I'm too honest. Then you should not consider the matter a moment longer. I will stay here, mistress. I do not fancy the drop. The sun goddess. I haven't robbed too many graves in this game so far, but yeah, grave of a god. Jewel? Okay. Oops. So it has darkness in it. Jewel of evening light, maybe? Just realized is the reason that they emphasize the robots having treads and do all this stuff is to basically not have to path the companion anywhere complicated. This is holy shit. Is this the longest phrase we've had to do? Holy fucking shit. This has got to be the longest thing we've done. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. This is gonna be a lot. No. Well, this is a problem. Well, this is hard as hell. Too many of them. I don't think that is correct, but I don't think like any of these are correct. Oof. Guess we'll try and, whoops. Wait, what? I can't, okay, there we go. What even else can I shove in here to force it? I guess like, yeah, these. That's clearly incorrect. Okay, that's not correct. How does one... what? Well... yeah. You worry too much. I mean... what am I going to do? Other god? This does feel very climatic. Fall. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. Okay, I'll wait for my health to recover. Sky God. This isn't your temple, is it? This is the summit? This is as far as the path goes. This This one is a phrase. That was not long. Camera will not let me look around. It's like, no, you are focused on this thing. Keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. Must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet, but I think I can read it. Wish I could read these accursed things properly. Oh boy. Yeah, no shit it is. Something God inside this temple will drink yet until is what I was already thinking. Until all is dark. 7th? I don't know why this would be 7th. But the others don't really make sense. I don't think Guardian makes sense. It's 7th or Guardian. Drink the nebula. The great darkness. The 7th god. Whoever that is. Still, this is a temple then, set here above all the other gods. The darkness that Renbo warned us about. This is it. Whatever's inside here, that's what's doing it. Draining the forces that drive the rivers. Bringing darkness. I like that we had the option to say we have to get in. I mean, what it said was, I mean, but like, don't let it out. Like, that's what brings the darkness. I can feel a breeze. It must be open on the other side. Open onto what? Mistress? Nothing. No ghosts. Or quiet ones, at least. Only one way in. As far as I can ascertain, yes. Oh boy. Could you widen it? Going to release the darkness? Oh boy. Look at all this writing. What do you think about Huang for? They did look cute together. Have we? Yeah, you did not appear to like each other. Humans are hardly complex, mistress. Can I look at this here? Let me let me look at this. Let me look at the inscriptions. Any of the inscriptions, please. Let me read these things. You can look at them. Well, I don't know how. You just have to read them on your own. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that shit. I don't have my... do I have like a dictionary? I don't think I have like a dictionary. Like, I have a dictionary, obviously, but like... do I have access to a dictionary that I could just look at words? Because we have the timeline. I don't think this has anything. I don't know that I have a dictionary. So how the fuck am I, that's really annoying. If I had a dictionary, I'd be fine with that. Like, if I could just open up and look at words. Which definitely she just talks like she does, you know, she talked about her notebook with her words written down. Which makes sense. It is a robot medal. Reminds me of the sundial on Iox, the curve and the spar. No wonder no one can get it to work. This is older than anything we've ever seen. It must be original. As much as anything can be, this is. Yeah, I would like to, like, I recognize, I know that these are large, or some of these are words that we know, but I don't remember what they are. Off the top of my head. Is that death? Or life? The operation of this door seems simple enough. Okay, Wasn't planning on you opening it immediately. By the wind. The walls here, they are the same metal as the tower we saw lower down. Quantium. Quantium? Like a hopper. Or a robot, mistress. I cannot go back. Great. Fuck you. I'm kind of frustrated by the railroading here. I want to explore it. This is wild, though. What is this? What have we found? This all seems bad. Another door. No handles. Nothing to pull or push. Not magnetic, mistress. Is it like the Catkiss Gate? Do I say a word? Catkiss. This is an Elbreth, I suppose. 6? I mean, we would need the name for the 7th god, right? I have no ideas, mistress. No? There's no inscriptions, nothing. Kibenya? Oh, do we need all the gods' names? Oh, no, that is what it... Okay. Weird. Why did that open it?
The tomb was not a tomb.
Holy shit.
The mountain was not a mountain.
Oh, hi, robots.
And it was still alive.
There are robots here. Doing what? And why? They are mindless, mistress. Ants. You're not excited? That there are more? This is a graveyard. Must say, this is effectively very creepy. What's it made of? Same as the structure on the docking crater moon? I believe so. Can't comment on it. It said Catkiss though. I'm not going down there yet. Six? I don't know what I'm looking at. Nor do I. Though I'm quite sure that I have been here before. This one's missing one. I feel like I've missed a lot. Which is frustrating, because like I went to get all those extra artifacts, although I guess, you know, no wonder the gravity outside is wrong. The moon is hollow. I guess maybe, you know, not talking to Mayari has downsides. Oh, Elvac. This is incredible. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Like nothing anyone has seen. Look at these robots. Walkways over empty space. Are they stable? They've been stable for thousands of years. This is the mountain. This is the inside of the mountain. Wait, where's the way to go down? Did I walk past it again? Wait, did it move? Here's the way we came out, right? Or came in. I swear I went this way first and there was one right over there. And that was the only one. And now it's over here. I'm very confused. This way. What? Where did it go? Well, it was hoppered. It is moving. Okay. Well, that's weird. Alright, don't fall, 6. You definitely just went over empty space. Mindless drones. We could tell Amadou about this place. He'd love it. No, mistress, we cannot. There's no way back to Renaki. Master Amadou came out here, he would also be stuck. It was just a nice idea, 6. What are they doing? It is hard to say. Balancing? Monitoring? Perhaps they're simply moving around. Okay, let's go up, I guess. Is this the 7th god? Yeah. What do you make of this? Central to this whole space. Move aside, mistress. Oh boy. 6. Uh-oh. Six. Are you remembering something? Oh boy. Welcome, Overseer. Tell me, do you wish to vault? You're an eagle. I am the ship. Do you wish to vault? It's talking through you. A recording the machine. Please answer the question, mistress. Do you wish to vault? No. Who am I talking to? Are you the seventh god? I am the ship. Please, mistress, it hurts. Are you absorbing the rivers? The great darkness. The rivers disappearing. You're doing it? 66% of the core is now recovered. Do you wish to vault? And what happens if I say yes? Something happened to the nebula. Entropy is inescapable. The rivers will inevitably run dry, but we will be elsewhere. The Overseer must answer the question, do we vault? I do not wish to vault. Stop! Entropic loss during recovery has been significant. Further loss will render vaulting impossible. It is very difficult to regain my control, mistress, but the ship is desperate to explain. It believes that allowing the core's energy to simply dissipate will cause great harm, but to vault will also cause harm. It is bound by its ethical horror to decide, but it cannot. It is in agony. This is all bad, because I don't really have a great grasp of what's happening. But, shut it all down, 6. What this place has been doing to the nebula, it stops now. You're quite certain? In the long term, this decision offers no hope. Nothing survives in the long term. I'm an archaeologist. I stood on the graves of emperors. I've wandered empty markets that once thrummed with a wealth of voices. I've seen the work of time firsthand. Time destroys every action, every idea. Nothing lasts. Not possessions, not fame, not fear. What was kind becomes monstrous. What was understood is overturned. We do what we do, and then we pass on. What this place was built to do doesn't matter anymore. The ancient gods are forgotten. This place is old and buried, and you are doing harm. Time to stop. Release the rivers. All of them. Do it now. I obey, Overseer. I am releasing the core. And now we're leaving. I am very confused. Mistress, the sky is changing. New rivers are forming. A way home? Thousands of ways. There's a but. There is, mistress. I will remain here. As you pointed out, the machine in there is rather old and stupid, but it seems to me there is another way. You're going to argue with it? I feel sorry for the thing. It has tremendous resources. I will see what I can do. But perhaps we will meet again, now the nebula is connected once more. I will hopper you down to the Nightingale. Good sailing, Ali Al Ezra. I wonder how stupid 7 will be.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present. But the past is just another story. How we tell that story, what it means, that's for us to decide.
Bolton has got to be like jumping, right? Like that's the I guess the irony of the title is assuming it's a vault as in you know, a place versus vault as in the action. Yeah, it's got to be like a FTL type thing. God, I thought we had more than this left. You know why the ship is stuck in this mountain? I don't know a lot about. I feel like there was a lot of implications that I got that I thought we were going to get clarified later, and I didn't get a lot of it, basically any of it, and I'm not sure if that's because I was, you know, deliberately. Also, why is Mayari untrustworthy? I mean, I guess we don't know why she's untrustworthy because we didn't go back to talk to her. God. I mean, I guess there's New Game Plus with all your stuff, because there's especially at the end, there's just a bunch of stuff that I couldn't translate, and I would really like to be able to. As much as, God, it's so. I guess I'm curious how this feels on New Game Plus, because it'd be really nice to, you know, have more of the stuff, but there's just. Like I said, there's so much stuff with the UI, like little things with the UI that are just annoying about the way that stuff works, the way that stuff doesn't work. Like it's just such a annoying thing to go through all your translations, and if you're looking for specific things, yeah, the UX is rough, right? Yeah, I guess it's UX rather than UI necessarily. You can find out what happened to Renba. You can learn lots more about Mayari. Yeah. Cause yeah, I don't really know what happened to Renba. Like we found his ship. You know, I mean, very obviously very early on, And then God, there's so we we kind of established this timeline with the ancients and then the Steel I mean I'm so confused. So there's the Steel Empire. I'm so confused about the time how this like society evolved, and then the Divine Empire or whatever, and then which happened after the robots were overthrown, and then so there's like robots, but then yeah, there's the whole thing obviously where they're making. It seems like they're making robots by wiping people out, like hoppering people with only their minds and killing their bodies. But like that's there's all the I'm very confused. There's a lot of little pieces and they're all very interesting. I really thought we were gonna get that it was gonna not leave stuff open as much. I thought we were gonna kind of because there are parts of it where it's like we talked about where Alia really breaks it down and is like slow on the uptick, and then it's like, oh, it kind of goes through you step by step about what the implications of something are. And we're like, yeah, we got there like hours ago. But then we get to this, we're like, I have no idea what's going on, and they're not gonna explain it. Right? Yeah. Why? Well, I mean, all the robots being buried seemed like. I guess my assumption was it was from the rebellion against the robots, maybe. But I'm not sure if that timeline lines up. But again, I'm like, how did the robots end up in control in the first place? What the? And how did anything happen? Why did they rebel against robots? They didn't like them. The ancient the Heaven's Vault died. But I'd be exploring them without 6. We did not also translate that as Heaven's Vault. We did not have the ability to translate that for whatever reason, which is very funny. Can I actually like go? Like, can I? Okay, here we go. Now it's okay. I was like, what? Also, it's funny that this is the beginning again. It's funny to know that it has the New Game Plus, because that ending feels like a very Dark Souls end. Like the way that the ending is structured felt very like the first time you beat Dark Souls. You're like, here's 2 choices. What the fuck do that mean? New Game Plus, your knowledge of Angel will carry over. God no. Begin a New Game Plus. Okay, yeah. So obviously this was the flash forward at the beginning. God, yeah, I do kind of want to try playing it again. I don't know that I don't think I'll do it on stream.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is
I
always
just,
present.
yeah, I do want to actually figure out what's going on with all this stuff. I mean, I feel like this is not a short playthrough. It's just
There
not
has
as
to be a
long
spark.
as the How Long to
Something that
Beats
brings the
were,
past
which I thought those were
to
like.
light.
I was surprised by how long they were for what it seemed like. How like the speed at which things were moving and how much I kind of expected. I mean, what is this? I don't remember. Second playthrough was 20 hours. That's what, like, the How Long to Beat was like 20 hours. And this is like, I'd have to go look on my stream collection. Whoops. No. She'll wait. I can look real quick. Heaven's Vault. Oh, okay. Actually, I just completely missed what timing we're on because Heaven's Vault is 16 hours of VODs and then 3 hours tonight, so it's at like 19 hours. So this is totally actually on time, on par. I just didn't realize we were that. I thought it was less than that. Can you actually like read any of this besides the door? Oh, no worries. It's good to have you here. Yeah, it's really interesting to talk to somebody who has played this a bunch. Yeah, I'm really curious now because they've got me curious about how all these pieces fit together. I was. It's interesting because like I was expecting it to be more laid out by the end. I was expecting to get a lot more firmer answers, and I don't know. I think those are probably there. It feels like a thing where they have laid it out. It's not just like they don't know. And I just didn't get them, which is, I mean, it keeps me more interested. I'm more interested in the game than if I could think knew everything, but right away or by the end of the first. But and yeah. So here we know it's Heaven's Vault, which we did not get. Never did ask about communism. Guy who subscribed to the magazine Soviet Life. Was this a retro magazine, or did you go to college a long time ago?
My story begins on Iox. That
Oh yeah, there's that
where I
thing,
met
the
the
Sixth
robot.
Sense. Huh. It was 1979. Holy shit. As to escort chief professor, yeah. Okay. Well, we will. The magazine is still around, Elvac? Okay, I kind of just want to quit, but yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that I played this finally. It's been I guess it's not that old, but it's been a couple of years, and I've been, uh, they changed the name to Russian Life, and it's now owned by Americans. Well, what what a like exemplar. Jesus. Uh, Woof. My illegal car protects serious error. Okay, let's quit. But oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna be trying to figure this out. I think, or maybe I'll just go read stuff. I don't know how much I'll play. I do kind of want to because I think we kind of we'll kind of have to see how my like I like the translational stuff a lot. I don't like the some of the but like yeah the UX of it, and also I don't need to like do all the sailing and stuff again. It was cool the first time, but it's definitely a mechanic that has a kind of limits to how much is there. Um, Watch other people play it. That would also be very interesting. I don't. Are there any particular like I guess good playthroughs uh, that you think are really um, insightful or anything? Because I don't know anyone that I normally, that I watch that has played this game. I don't, I literally think the number of people I know that have played this is very small, what I've run into. Uh, let's see here. I'm gonna look at the list so I'll have to pick something new for next week. And I don't know, because I didn't think this was gonna be ending yet. Yeah, some people suck at playing. Yeah, it seems like a game that, yeah, is not just like that's kind of why I was asking, is like, if I just looked up random playthroughs, I feel like there would be some. Thank you. I mean, I figured you were still here. That you would think that, but I appreciate that. Um, yeah, let's see. God, what do we play next on Fridays? And I'm not necessarily gonna make a decision right now because, like I said, I just wasn't expecting to be picking something. But I'm curious to look at the list. I have a bunch of other adventure games to play, but yeah, I mean, when I play it again, I would definitely also obviously talk to my Ari. I don't think it really paid off. Like I really liked the idea of, it's like, well, because I think this happens a lot in games, right? Where uh it is, like, there's a very clear indication of like, well, something bad's gonna happen here if you do this, and the game kind of like, but the plot of the game is expecting you to just do it anyway, and generally forces you to do it. And so when we got the message here, like, basically don't trust my Ari, and I was like, well, let's just never talk to my Ari. Like, let's just never report into her and tell her what's going on. We'll figure it all out by ourselves. And I like that idea a lot, and I'm glad the game lets you do that. But um, also, it really has no payoff. Like, we really didn't, we didn't learn anything about Mayari without talking to her, and we didn't really get anything. It didn't seem like there was stuff that happened because we didn't talk to her, so it just seemed like we were kind of missing out on that. Which is, only 7.2% of people got Mina to IOX. Really? Is there an achievement for that? I don't think I saw an achievement pop up. Did you meet the Empress? Um, was she an Empress? I mean, if you mean the child, like the child ghost on the grave of the emperors, or the tomb of the emperors. Yes, I thought she was. I thought she was a princess. I think that was what I assumed based on the dialogue with her. At the Withering Palace. Yeah, that's what I. Wait, is that the Withering Palace? Or is that a different building or a different site? God, I don't remember. Um. She takes over 6 like the eagle did. Oh. I don't remember if that happened. Because, yeah, the Withering Palace isn't the graveyard, right? I remember the Withering Palace. I don't remember what the Withering Palace is right now, but I remember it's something. It's where the graveyard was pointing to, right? Oh, the Withering Palace is that where all the statues are? That's where they're making robots, basically. Or, making, like, they're killing people and copying their minds. Where I take. Oh, is this Okay, so this is the part where you take Aura here, and she's like, "Do you want me to activate the hopper? We can download some remnant data into 6." And 6 is like, "Yeah, but what's that gonna do to me?" And Aura is like, "I don't know. It'll probably do, like it might have lasting effects. I don't know." And I said, okay, well, don't risk harming Six permanently. Like I was generally very very considerate to Six, despite Alia's personality obviously is that she doesn't give a shit. But yes, I knew that was something that I missed, that I specifically like pushed back on, because I was like, I figured it was like, obviously, like within the game, I was like, well, Six is gonna be fine, but what they're telling us is that there is a risk, and I was like, I don't think it's worth risking. Did you ever find out why Alia fucking hates robots? I don't think so. I don't think we got a clear answer on that. I don't know if it's just an Elberethian thing. I mean, it's not, because Ori seems to think robots are fine. Um, I don't know. Uh, I mean, she seems like she is somebody who wants to be on her own, and I don't know if it's just like she, because the robots are kind of like, because they are spies in a way. I don't know. Why did Mayari give her the robot? Well, Mayari seems to have given her a lot of robots. At least my assumption, or I guess my assumption. I don't know if that was necessarily. It seemed like it was Mayari giving her, all of the robots. But I'm not sure if that's true. Uh, it seems like she has a really complicated relationship with Mayari, so maybe her relationship with the robots is just kind of a spin-off of that. Um, because Mayari seems like, she seems like, she's someone who's done a lot for Alia, but she also treats Alia as if everything she's done, therefore, indebts Alia to her in a very significant way, and that she can kind of give Alia orders, which does appear to, I mean, technically, it does seem like she is her boss, but she's also the person who kind of like raised her. So that's a whole, like, that seems like a bad relationship, right? If the person who raised, like, who adopted you out, who took you out of poverty and raised you, is then like employing you and giving you jobs and stuff, and treating it as like, you work for me because I did all this for you when you were a child, uh seems bad. Which seems, that seems very, what we learn, what we know about Iox. It seems bad. Okay. I think game designers really failed by keeping most of the story so hidden. I don't know. I think that's a tough question. I think it is a complicated story. Um, I mean, I think that's something, that you can do in a video game that you can't do as much in, other forms of media. Obviously, you can do. There absolutely are sort of implications and hidden information, or information that you could put together that's not straightforward in like a novel or a movie or something. But obviously, in a video game, you could just straight up not have access to the information. And I think it is interesting, and there's something to be said, that there's value in a game where the information is available, but you are not forced to get it. Um, and especially if I don't know if it, I don't know. because the obvious comparison again is to something like Dark Souls, which is wild to be making comparisons to that game now. Um, and uh, like I think Dark Souls is a game that is about teamwork and cooperation. Uh, like that is a central theme, and so the fact that it's like you are not going to figure out what's going on in that game without basically going and talking to other people uh, to try to put it together, I think adds to that game in terms of what it's doing with that storytelling. In this game, that's not what's going on, but it does. It's like, well, it is a game about archaeology and about because it's like I guess I am curious like the thing that comes to mind with that is that archaeology is often a bunch of unknowns. It's like you get uh you get pieces of things and there's lots of stuff that's just lost and you just are never going to get the story. You're never going to know a lot of answers in archaeology. One of the things that's really interesting, one of the things I find really fascinating about um, historical stuff, if you go back to it's mostly like classical and ancient stuff. Although there's definitely, some of it in medieval and later kinds of historical periods where there are references to works that show up all over the place. Like there's certain works that are just like referenced in tons of material that we have, and we know they were important, we know they were influential, we know they were a big deal, and we don't have the works. Or we have like excerpts, like very small like snippets of them that are included in other works where they're like quoting them as like, oh, like this said, this as everyone knows, and it's like there's a huge big work there, and it's like we know the shape of it, we know it exists from all these references, and we kind of vaguely know how people thought about it, and it's clear that there used to be copies of it, that all these people had access to, and we just don't have it anymore. And the way that those kind of holes in history is really interesting. And so I think in a game like this, you could play with that dynamic in a really meaningful way or a really interesting way. But I don't know. I don't know. Elvac, that is an incredible example. Elvac said, imagine trying to figure out what the plot of The Office is just from GIFs. Yeah, digital archaeology is gonna be I think the nature of like digital archives is probably such that like all that stuff is just gonna decay, and not be legible in any way to if it is like if society gets just collapses or something, and people are hundreds of years now are like digging up these ruins. But it is fascinating to think about like if they did just have pieces of uh the digital like media sphere, and archaeologists trying to like and historians trying to make sense of that is just it would be fucking baffling, right? It would just be so fucking wild. It's very funny. uh yeah, the shared context, yeah, absolutely, of course. I think like this game does a really good job with there are things that everybody knows about, like the Divine Empire and the basics, like the logo and like what the situation is with Iox, and there are like these things that like it does a good job of not people don't like give you exposition dumps. It doesn't not tell you those things either. It figures out ways to convey most of that background through kind of implications from the dialogue about other things. Yeah. Uh, God, it's kind of so. Again, one I'm gonna end the stream, but one other thing that I think back on it more that's kind of frustrating about this game is there's a lot of, I mean, the standout thing is that there's the whole thing with the slavery on Elbreth, and and also the colonial, the imperial relationship of Iox with uh the rest of the moons and stuff, and it feels like we're gonna there's points in like we get like when we start learning about like the robot rebellion and stuff, it feels like there is a some kind of political thing going on with all of this stuff that then just ends up in a space of like that's just kind of dressing for the setting, which is okay, I guess, but it's weird to introduce like slavery as a major facet of this setting and then like not do anything with it. I don't know how I feel about that. Cuz it's just like wow, this sucks. And then it's like yeah, that's not really your thing. Like you're an archaeologist, you're not going to be doing anything about that. But then why make it a part of this setting? I don't know. But I really, and I said this on the previous stream, obviously, it's very obvious when you're watching it, but I think it deserves to be, like, called out repeatedly, is the diversity of this setting, especially in a sci-fi game, that is, architecturally and the way people look, the way people dress, the way that all the buildings are designed is not Western. It is not inheriting basically, almost anything outside of like, the spaceship at the end and some of those robot outposts we see, which do look very like standard technological, and that's why they stand out so much about like this is the Western sci-fi future shit. Everything else doesn't look like that, and it's really nice. it's really neat to just see something that is approaching things from a just a different aesthetic. Um, so yeah, that's uh, that's a huge thing that had. I wish this game had more attention. Basically, I think for all the things that are frustrating, all the things that are good, I wish that more people had played this, and it was more of a thing. I guess we'll replay it. I waited a year to replay it. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I will definitely like mess with it, like go into the new game plus and see. It'll kind of depend on how annoyed I get or how tired I get with like sailing and then running through some stuff. I think they put a lot of money in, probably didn't make it back. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a bigger jump for them because it was like a PlayStation, and they need another 80 days will hit. Yeah, and this must have cost a lot more than 80 days, right? Like this is clearly a lot more of a. It's a bigger game in terms of resources. Yeah, this looks expensive. Yeah. Yeah. This sucks. Just yeah, for whatever criticism I have, like this game is really good. It's really cool. It does a lot of really interesting things that other games have not. Their first game that wasn't mobile first, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I thought it was. Oh, thank you for the follow. I thought it was. Good night, Neurovac. Thank you for hanging out and talking so much. Yeah, I thought it was. It must have been a mobile game initially, and I was surprised by it when I played it. I was like, oh, because I thought that's just what they made. Like 80 Days, they made these kind of like high budget, really detailed mobile games. And I could kind of see. I was like, well, I could see how this interface would sort of work with uh like a touchscreen or something. But then obviously, yeah, I found out it's not. And also I think as I would have played it, and it's like it's really big. Yeah, PS4 first. Yep. Um, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play next week. They should have put in some guns. The health mechanic. I keep finding stuff to talk about this game. The health mechanic is really weird. The fact that like when the health mechanic first came up and it actually was like a health bar, I was just like, because it's quite a while before it shows up. I guess it is in that very opening scene, but like it's so fast that I didn't really even pay attention to it. And I was like, is this a health bar? Like what the fuck? Because it just felt so alien. And I get now, like, I think the reason it's there is all to set up the lung disease thing. It's not even a lung disease, I guess it's a lung condition. It's like a birth defect, it sounds like. I guess that's why it's there, but it feels like it feels like that feels like a weird mechanic. Especially because it is like you don't actually die, right? I think it is basically. I guess it is basically a timer. In some of those spots, it seems like it is narratively like it drops to a certain point and then it freezes effectively, or it starts moving very, very slowly. Whereas some of the ones, I think it is more like an actual timer. Again, something I'd be curious about in terms of how it actually works mechanically in those different spots. Um, okay, okay. I could probably talk about this game more, but I think I'm good. Uh, people should play it. People should play it and tell me what they figure out. And I'm curious to try to figure out more about everything with the setting. Um, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play next week. We'll figure it out. But I will be back next week, next Friday. Play something new. Might be another adventure game, more traditional adventure game. Maybe that's what I have a lot of on the list. Might be something that's not an adventure game because I have a bunch of those on the list too. But tomorrow, in the morning, I believe, are gonna play Megaquarium, with Darcy, which is a aquarium sim game, like roller coaster tycoon, but for running an aquarium, basically. And we're gonna do that. Uh, yeah, Keith Sim, yes. You know what, Elvac? I got the expansion, which is for freshwater fish. And also has a bunch of other stuff in it. Uh, but there we go. Um, and it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream. It's gonna be like 2 hours instead of 3 hours. And that is because we are going to do on the Discord Pillars of the Earth miniseries. After that, we're gonna watch 2 episodes. Is the plan. Um, and basically, I need time to probably take a nap after that before Stellaris because there's a lot going on. But yeah, then there will hopefully be Stellaris in the evening with Fiona and Mary. Jack is back. Is Jack is Eddie Redmayne? Is that his place, Jack, in the miniseries? Is that right? Wow, it's gonna be something. Ian McShane, I know, is Wailerin, and I think I saw it was like, is it like Rufus Sewell is like Tom? Something? Also, Haley Atwell's in this. Is that her name? Oh, she's Eliana, I think. It's got a interesting cast. Not well, I think Ian McShane makes perfect sense. As soon as I saw that, that was the main one. I was like, oh yes, of course. But also I love Ian McShane in anything. So, and then everybody else is kind of like, huh. Everybody that I recognize anyway. It's like, okay, curious. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I think. I'm hoping, and I hope we have a number of people. Mr. Darcy plays Philip from the mini series. I stepped through the first episode a little bit to make sure it was working, and I definitely saw Philip, and I did not recognize the guy. So from the 2005 movie. Oh, I guess I also have not seen that movie. I guess I think I've probably seen. I think maybe I actually have seen it at some point, but I don't remember it at all. The Keira Knightley movie. Okay, yeah. I remember that exists. I'm pretty sure I've seen at least parts of it. I don't remember the Mr. Darcy guy either. Okay, so that's tomorrow. A lot of stuff going on. Donald Sutherland's in it. That's right. That's right. He is he's the king, right? The usurper. Whose name I cannot remember right now. Stephen. Yeah, it's a wild cast. Very interesting. I'm very curious about that. Yeah, a lot of stuff tomorrow. Also more Renegade on Sunday. We started that last Sunday, which really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Honestly, the game was more fun than I was expecting, but interesting. Also pretty short. We're gonna be almost done next stream. You can follow the channel for notifications. Donald Sutherland is Bartholomew. Who the fuck is Bartholomew? Is he just one of the monks? Oh, you're talking about him in Pride and Prejudice. Oh, that's okay. I knew. Okay, I was getting confused because yeah, he is some noble. Okay, he's okay. Also, Ramona Flowers is mod. Right. Yes. I did know that too. I keep forgetting all these people that I did. Yeah, because there's a big list. I was like, oh yeah, I know a bunch of these people. And it's all weird. Yeah, follow the channel for notifications, sub to the channel for emotes of those cats. Join the Discord so you can watch Pillars of the Earth with us tomorrow. Follow the Twitter account. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out, watching, chatting. It was a lot of fun. I hope everyone else had fun, and hope you join me again in the future. Good night.